powerful group of people who happen to be Jewish. Who
They just happen to be Jewish, right?
But I don't think the whole of Jews are screwing up society, and you need to castrate the whole of Jews. I think it was just because there was a bunch of Jewish people resettled in Southern California after the Second World War, and that area became the epicenter of media, and there just happened to be a lot of Jewish people.
Wow, they're so lucky. You know, there's a lot more white people, a lot more black people, and a lot more Mexicans there. But wow, it's just great that the Jews happen to get lucky.
Is crazy.
Yeah, that's great that like a small minority in California, New York, just happen to make it very big. Wow.
If the Jews control the world, what are all the nations accepting a Palestinian state then?
Yeah,
because they're waking up.
But ignore that. Ignore it.
Right, we're in the age of the internet now. We can see what the Jews are doing to the little Palestinian kids, right?
Yeah, I mean, they control so much the world that countries are doing weapons embargoes. You know.
Yeah, 96% of American media is owned by Jews by 6 companies: Disney, Paramount, NBC. Shit, what's the other 3? I don't know. You can look it up though. But yeah, 96% of the American. Disney owns a lot. It's the parent company. It owns a lot. Like it owns Fox, for example.
Do they own Channel 4 News?
They don't own Fox News.
They probably do own Channel 4.
But they're doing these things against Israel.
Owns most of
How is that?
Like they literally don't know the cartoons in the 40s and 50s.
Yep. BlackRock was started by 8 Jews in 1988. Now it's worth $10.4 trillion.
And what about State Street? And there's another one, the big 3.
Oh,
yeah, State Street, BlackRock, and Vanguard.
He's taking a nugget of truth and extrapolating it out to a crazy position. But
no, it's not a small nugget of truth. It's a lot of things. It's reoccurrence. That's how we know that the Jews are bad, because it keeps reoccurring.
It's not
right?
the
Same
Jews.
with 9/11.
That's the thing that I object to. Is like it's like you keep saying the Jews, like the entire group of
because they're one and the same. Israel is an ethno-religious thing. It's one and the same. It's one and the same.
It's just.
By the way, Tiba's about to come here and call me racist. That's true. Everyone already knows that, so it's not going to work. But anyways, but once again, here's the thing: if something keeps happening, right? That's pattern recognition. It's not just one incident with the Jews. It's 2 incidents with the Jews.
No, but you know. I'll beat him up on the fact that some people think you got to wait for a fucking racist to say they're racist. You just know they're racist because they fit the fucking definition. You don't have to wait for a fascist to say,
like, there's a lot of people out here. I'm not racist. I'm not a fascist. I'm a monarchist. Yeah, that's a fair point. A lot of people, they keep hiding it, right? I'm not a fascist. I'm just a monarchist. You know, and it's just like, come on.
You do seem kind of desperately afraid to let anybody else
behind doors. You just like blacks. We own it. It's very simple. Okay. But anyways, shit, what was I ranting about? Anyways, yeah, so you guys know who owned the Twin Towers?
But it's actually
y'all know about
real,
the Twin Towers? The Twin Towers was owned by Larry Silverstein.
You're not going to let anybody else talk, so I'm just going to turn you down, dude, unless you're
oh my, yeah, because you know I'm right. You're on that Jewish
No, I'm not going to mute you. I'm going to put you very quiet.
You're smoking that Jewish thing. You guys can
He's like the highest tier troll.
No, I graduated from being a troll to being serious.
With you, but he's not going to be.
Tiba can't handle it, right?
That's funny.
Shaka over here, the IT technician himself.
Picture is not moderated, so everyone should mute him so we can have a conversation.
Big Picture's a good guy. He understands freedom of speech.
Yeah, you seem like a very scared little man.
Yeah, freedom of speech doesn't mean I have to talk to you.
What's his previous name?
Oh my!
You know?
Some sort of.
Have you been banned 27 times.
Oh, I know you. I remember you.
I think Big Picture. I think Big Picture's white.
Weirdo that got banned from fucking.
Are you sure? Better ask him if he's a Jew.
28 times. 28.0.
Hence the number.
28. Big 28. Hey, I'm pushing 30 too. I'm gonna make it to 30 one of these days.
And it's not ironic, but most of his friends also are like on the 26th, 28th fucking version of themselves.
No, Born Ice Flies.
This is what they are in real life too, by the way.
They don't get banned.
They're pariahs. They have no place to go.
Even my real life friends, right? They were questioning me. They were like, "Bro, you're going down this Nazi route," and I turned them into Nazis too. They now agree with me. It's great. The fire is spreading.
Just turn them way down.
The fire is spreading.
If they start saying something that like is worth listening to, you can turn them back up. But like otherwise, if they're just talking over everybody,
no. Well, I'll teach you the next step. What you do is you unmute them very soon after muting them, and then mute them, and you'll hear things that you might be interested in. But either way, you know you can turn them back off. It's fucking fun. So they don't know.
What do you all think about Charlie?
So what they'll say is like, "Oh, I bet Kobe's got me muted," and you'll hear them saying that, and you laugh. It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. No, Charlie Kike. Charlie Kike. Absolute Jew, by the way. Charlie Kike. Yeah. He loves Israel. He doesn't love America. Simple as.
What a shitty comment.
Absolute traitor. Absolute traitor. Listen, it's been 2 weeks. I cried over his death. It's been 2 weeks. Okay.
Are you like a? Are you a Graper? Are you a Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, I love Nick Fuentes. I would die for Nick Fuentes. He's my king.
You're a
Here's the order: God, the Pope, then Nick Fuentes.
I get to meet a Graper in real life.
He's Mexican, right?
No, he's like Spanish Mexican. Mexican isn't a race. It's not a color. It's a nationality. So.
Okay.
That is actually an interesting conversation sometimes. It's like, just saying what is race sometimes, because it is a little blurry. Sometimes it's a country, sometimes it's a people, sometimes it's a skin color.
So Mexican is not a race, but Jew is a race? That's weird.
Yeah. Jews are a race. They've been kicked out of 100
But Mexican is not.
That means you're learning today.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So Mexico was once Mexico under the Aztecs, right? And the Spanish, Hernan Cortez came in, named it Mexico, right? And the Spanish came there. The Spanish are white.
I slapped the fuck out of you, dog.
So it's a color thing?
Yeah, let's set that up, Anglo.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of Indians.
Your boy, what's his name? Ragnar was supposed to meet me in Brooklyn for a fight, and he pussied out. Now he's like saying,
I thought he said that. I thought he said that he didn't meet.
Anglo, stay on subject. Stay focused. Would you like to come to New York and fight me?
If you call me violent,
I'm not
going to
fight
You guys are going
I know, I'm a civilized white person, right? I don't
All right.
fight people. I fight with my words. I'm a civilized white Anglo-Saxon, right? If I'm going to do it, I'm just going to pull out a gun and shoot you if you try to hit me. There's no point even. I'm just shooting you right there.
Because he's like a caricature of a Nazi to a degree, so it's like almost
That's not what the Nazis would say, by the way,
of a
Anglo.
Nazi. Like
I'm a civilized. I'm not a skinhead. I'm civilized. Skinheads are bad. Once again, skinheads are bad. They're maniacs. They're psychopaths. I'm not a skinhead. I'm a civilized white Anglo-Saxon. I use my
pull a
words.
gun out and shoot him. That's not very Nazi of you.
Once again,
you're supposed to be more superior. See, you're supposed to be
I
more
am superior, right?
and
That's
you're
why I
supposed to be
use
able to
my
take
words.
me physically.
See, here's the thing: we have a prefrontal
Did you not
cortex,
see
something
what
which
Hitler
black
did
people are missing,
during
right?
the Olympics?
Here's the thing: did you know black people share 50% by half a percent more DNA with chimpanzees than whites? This means blacks are more related to chimpanzees than
Like
whites.
Hitler was pissed off that Jesse Owens won the race. You get why, right?
No, he wasn't. He respected. He said, that guy said he was better. He said he was better treated in Nazi Germany than the United States.
At running.
Nazi Germany was very respectful. He respected that young African American in the 1936 Olympics. He said he was more respected in Nazi Germany than the United States.
They're the ones that are actually the best track running in the
Hitler
world.
gave him a personal salute, by the way. Hitler gave a personal salute, and he saluted Hitler back.
But they
you know
didn't
that?
they weren't bred.
Scum. Fuck you.
Never mind. This is a ridiculous conversation.
Jesse Jackson
My point
saluted
is,
him
Mr.
back.
Anglo,
He gave him a salute back to Hitler.
You need to check with your handbook. You're not a very good Nazi.
I'm a very good one, actually. I'm a very good national socialist. I converted many people to the cause.
It's just a funny statement to say he's a really good.
I don't think you understand, T-Bow. I think you're in denial about this because I have the receipts. I'm pulling up the receipts, and it's factual.
Hey
boy,
you make Hitler throw up in his throat.
Not at all. Skinheads are maniacs.
They're both up in
weirdos. They're all tatted up.
They're down in hell. Like
man, if
throwing up in their mouths right now, listening to
if
you.
he was like a Colbert style, like show that is like a Nick Fuentes spoof, like Jordan Klepper or Colbert used to do back in the day. They should
Stephen
hire
Colbert also
He'd be great for it. Like holy shit, like
Stephen Colbert is that's a French name. You guys know that, right? French is a white language, right? But you have a bunch of Africans coming in, right, from Algeria. They're coming in. They're just raping and killing people, right? And all these white people are going, oh, it's not about skin color. It doesn't matter. Clearly it does matter because all these niggas keep coming in, right? These jigaboos. They're just raping people. Let's get rid of them. Let's send them back to Africa. That's where they belong. We can live happily all together globally.
The big picture. Are you still around here,
Jigaboos.
Colored people. I prefer not to say. I prefer not to say the M word.
Is anybody else gonna get to talk to
just
this guy just like screaming about how great Nazis are?
I got tired of this.
Yeah,
if anything, I should be on the podium right now. I'm the only one teaching something worth listening to, right? A freaking meritocracy. That's just communism. It's the same principles as
Have you ever
Stalin.
talked with Ben Israel?
Yes, I have spoken with him, and I did. I won the debate too, and he lost. He lost, and he cried.
He doesn't have conversations. He's more of a talk at people.
Do you know who Ben Israel is? Do you know who Ben Israel is?
Of course.
Okay.
I had a good debate with him. It was a 2-hour-long debate, and I won. And he just called me Edomite in the end.
Yeah,
right?
I wish I would have listened.
It was a great debate. How you all feel about Muslims, by the way?
I got a question. I got a question for you.
So
in an all-white society, would it be a pure meritocracy or would it be a democracy? That's my question for you.
It wouldn't be neither. It'd be fascism. It'd be a monarchy, maybe.
But
no voting
would
people.
Would the society be based on merit or one person, one vote?
Well, number one, it's what the Fuhrer wants. The Fuhrer, he has his by the way, that's just a fancy German term for leader, by the way. It's about what the Fuhrer wants. The Fuhrer leads the country, the people love the Fuhrer. There's no need to vote. If he's just that good of a guy, you know, he deserves to be leader.
There you go.
I mean,
there's no voting. And this leprechaun, by the way, the German term out here, I'm going to teach you guys some German. It's Untermensch. It's subhuman, right? You have Übermensch, you have Untermensch. This leprechaun over here with red hair, this Untermensch is out here making signs. He can't even spell proper English. It's terrible.
I called you a pussy.
Any questions, class? Any questions?
Yeah, who thought of the term Übermensch? Do you even know who made that?
Of course. Joseph Goebbels, my hero.
No, Friedrich Nietzsche, dumbass.
Nope.
It was Friedrich
Nietzsche didn't make it. Nietzsche.
Zero IQ. Zero IQ.
No one fucking likes Nietzsche.
Zero IQ. He quoted Friedrich Nietzsche, my friends. This man has no idea what he's talking about. He quoted Friedrich fucking Nietzsche.
No one fucking likes
Then why are you quoting him? The Übermensch and Untermensch is a concept created by Friedrich Nietzsche, pussy.
Just liberal. I mean, Nietzsche is nothing worth reading. If you want to read something, read the Sympathy of perhaps read a whole poem like Dante Alighieri. There's nothing good about Nietzsche.
This man quoted Friedrich fucking Nietzsche, my gentlemen. Don't be fooled by this man. He quoted Friedrich Nietzsche.
Okay, time out. What is he saying, bro?
I'm saying that Hitler was right. He wasn't actually that bad.
And who created the
slandered?
Mr. Man? All right, who did you say created? Hey, little faggot, little pussy. Who created the term Übermensch und Untermensch if it wasn't Friedrich Nietzsche? Tell me this.
Joseph
Goebbels. Who's ahead of is Joseph Doorbells?
He's a racist.
Oh, he's the minister of propaganda.
But Friedrich Nietzsche created that term before World War II.
You know who Joseph Bells is?
Joseph Doorbells. I don't know who Joseph Doorbells is.
How about Hermann Göring? How about Heinrich Himmler?
Yes, I know them. They're Nazis. They lived in the 20th century. Nietzsche was 19th century.
Yeah, they're great. So Nietzsche sucks too.
So then why are you
subhuman?
So then why did you use the term Übermensch and Untermensch if you don't like Nietzsche?
I don't even need to read him. I know he's a liberal.
You didn't even read him. Hang on a second. You didn't even read him, so you didn't even know that Friedrich Nietzsche created the term stupid American.
A century before him in France.
Come on up here, bro.
Hey, Anglo, my friend. So you did not know.
I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. I'm your brother in the white race, but I'm not your friend.
But you're inferior race. You're American. Americans are inferior race, my friend.
Playing this game, bro.
The only natural race that is inferior to control over superior. That's why you're saying black people and Jews, but you're born of a culture that's inferior. So the American culture is inferior.
Well, yeah, it's inferior due to liberalism.
At him, bro.
No, due to white people, due to rich people, orange people.
We of course are white people. No, Trump sucks. Fuck.
Throw tomatoes at him.
But Trump is modern day Hitler. How do you like Hitler?
Right.
We have Anglo-Saxon blood. We have Germanic blood. Some have Polish blood. Some have Italian blood.
Throw tomatoes at this.
There are different levels of them, by the way. See, this is average black people behavior. You and I are speaking right now, civilized.
And now he's racist.
This is not civilized. I agree with you on this. Hey, Kawhi, my friend, I support black people, but you are being a dick right now. Let me talk to him.
Look, if you look at the skull of a Negroid versus a Caucasian,
Caucasians
have a flatter skull because they don't have the proper prefrontal cortex.
The capital of Denmark? What are you talking about, man? Are you on crack?
And this dude stereotype people being black, bro.
No.
Anglo-Catholic. Back the top of hand. Why did you quote a concept created by Friedrich Nietzsche if you didn't read him? You didn't even know Friedrich Nietzsche created... No, it wasn't Joseph Doorbells, my friend. It was Friedrich Nietzsche created the Übermensch and the Untermensch. You have not read Nietzsche. It wasn't Doorbells. It was not Doorbells. It was not Doorbells.
Yes, it was Goebbels.
Doorbells.
I'm actually, right now, I'm implementing one of Joseph Goebbels' tactics right now.
Oh, Goebbels, not Doorbells?
No, Goebbels, yes, like the Minister of Propaganda.
Hitler has only got one bore. Göring has two but very small. Hitler
dude, that's actually
has something similar.
You know,
but poor old Goebbels has no balls at all. You're quoting a man with no balls at all, man. He has no balls.
Of course, Hitler has
balls. Are you serious? Do you believe this?
That's up to you to decide.
You are retarded, man.
No, not at all. I pulled up the historical data.
Okay,
right?
pull up. Who created Übermensch, my friend? Who did it? Was it Nietzsche or was it Doorbells?
Joseph Goebbels.
No, pull it up, man.
It's Joseph Goebbels.
No, it was Friedrich Nietzsche, not Doorbells.
Are you familiar with the
No, that's a later implementation of his works.
So you admit Friedrich Nietzsche created the term Übermensch?
It was Joseph Goebbels.
But who created the term originally? No, it wasn't Doorbells.
He made that term as Joseph Goebbels. Joseph Goebbels made it. He first implemented it properly.
And it's not Goebbels, it's Goebbels. Doorbells, you're saying Doorbells.
In American English, how we pronounce it, is Goebbels. I'm not going to pronounce it like you pronounce it.
That sounds like you're saying doorbells,
I'm going to pronounce it Goebbels. It's spelled Goebells.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were talking about it first. I thought you were saying doorbells, man. Why should you pronounce German differently than us if you're American? Yeah, I hear you now, but it's difficult to understand. Why do you have different pronunciations of German names?
Alright, once again, I'm going to say it like an American, because I'm an American.
I've never heard Goebbels. I never heard Goebbels.
I could say Albert Speer, or I could say Albert Speer. Like, no, I'm not going to say
I don't even know who that is. Okay, how would you say
Hermann Göring.
All right, tell me this. Who created the theory of relativity? How do you pronounce the name of that person's name? Tell me. The mass
Albert Einstein.
So you do know it properly. So you would say his name properly, Einstein.
That's how we pronounce it with an American accent too.
Okay, so how do you say Hitler's name?
Adolf Hitler.
So you can pronounce properly. Why are you saying Goebbels' name is Doorbells?
Goebbels. I'm saying Goebbels.
No, it's Goebbels, not Doorbells. Doorbells.
Goebells. Goebbels.
I know of no philosopher called Doorbells, man.
I didn't say doorbells. I said Goebbels.
But his name is Goebbels.
It was actually Wagner.
Goebbels. No, it's Goebbels.
It wasn't Goebbels or the other guy.
Friedrich Nietzsche.
Wagner.
From Faust.
From the Ring Sequel, I believe.
It was Goebbels.
His name is not Goebbels. It's Goebbels, man. I'm from Germany. I should not pronounce his name.
That's great. That's great. And your country is getting invaded by Turkish people. Maybe you should.
You said you love Hitler.
Right.
You said you love Hitler.
Yes, I do. Of course.
But why? He ruined our country. He fucked us up very badly.
No, he didn't. Are you out of your mind? You know that new families, right? They had 25% of their loans taken off. The new families' loans. So 25% was taken off at a 0% interest rate, right? 25% of their loan was forgiven for every child they had. So if they have 4 children, they had no debt anymore. Their debt was resting. They had no interest rate, right? So if you take $20,000, right? You have 4 kids, it's gone. And no interest rate. Isn't that great? Also, Hitler's economy in modern day terms would be worth $8 trillion, while modern Germany's economy right now is $4 trillion. And he did that back in the 30s and 40s.
A socialist
but he was killing Jewish people. He killed people.
That is also one of those things which is highly exaggerated. So you know what the Red Cross reported at the end of 1945? By the way, the 6 million number comes from the New York Times. That was American. So the Red Cross reported at the end of 1945, 271,000 Jewish people dying in World War II, right? By the way, if you look at the numbers, the Jewish population in Europe grew over 6 years from 1939 to 1945. It didn't shrink. So it does make sense mathematically that you could even have 6 million people die.
I think
also, there's no body. There's no receipts for it.
In the
no one can produce 6 million bodies. No one can produce a 6 million number. There's no tattoos that go up to 6 million, right? There's absolutely no proof that 6 million died. If 6 million did die, I'd feel awful that I'm undermining that number. But there's simply no evidence.
All right, why don't you pull up some receipts? You have the internet right here. Come on,
you know the traitor at the Nuremberg trials. Who was the traitor at the Nuremberg trials? It wasn't Hermann Göring. Hermann Göring, he stayed loyal. Who was it? It was Albert Speer, right? As you would say, Speer. Right?
Speer.
Yeah. So he betrayed the Nazis, right? He was tortured, and he finally said, yes, we killed 6 million. He was the architect of Nazi Germany. How would he know? So-called Jews were killed, right? That makes no sense.
So why is everyone throwing stuff at you?
It makes more sense. It makes more sense that Heinrich Himmler would know that number. It makes more sense that Hermann Göring would know that number.
It's Heinrich Himmler.
Heinrich Himmler. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, okay? I don't care. Sorry, I got the stick drift all of a sudden. But yeah, my point still stands. There's no argument against it. And if you look at it now, there's no white countries left. There is no white countries left. There's not one single white country left on earth. There's black countries, there's Asian countries. We even have a Jewish country. No, those countries are being invaded. Those are not white countries. Actually, I do concede that Poland is the last white country, right? But
about Germany, there's white people in Germany.
Yes, there's white people there, but it's being invaded by Turkish people.
Hang on a second. You said Algeria was a black country.
In 2015, Angela Merkel opened up the EU's borders so a bunch of migrants can come in.
Let me ask you this, my friend. Who's the president? What color is the president of Algeria? What color is the president? What color is Abdulmejid Tebboune? What color is he?
He's brown.
No, he's white. Abdulmejid Tebboune, the president of Algeria, is white.
That's bad. If he's white, why should his name be fucking Abdul?
Abdulmejid.
That's my point. You're proving my point. His name shouldn't be Abdul if he's white. If he's white European, his name should not be Abdul.
He's not European. He's from Algeria. He's from Algeria. He's born in Algeria. Yes, and what about the Prime Minister of Tunisia? He's Kais Said. He's white also.
Are you talking about? Yeah, there's some Arabs which are light-skinned, but they're not Europeans. They're not white Europeans.
Mexican.
So how can you
he's not. He's Spanish.
How can you say that black people from Algeria, if their president is the whitest paper, is about as white as this?
Spanish went there in 1492. So like, if you look at the last empire, if you look at the last emperor of the Mexican Empire, he was white, blonde hair, blue eyes, white European.
Last emperor of the Mexican Empire.
Okay, so why do we?
Yeah, do you not know what the Mexican Empire is?
Why do we have
Matthew,
Mark, Luke, John, Andrew, Stephen, James, Peter, when they're all Palestinians?
What do you want about Andy? But anyways,
why do we have Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
You know, there's
Peter,
only 8% of the world is white. 8% of the world is white. Yeah, we don't get a country. We get to be invaded. We're not allowed to have identity as white people. We're supposed to bend the knee to every other. Bend the knee to the Jews. Bend the knees to the blacks. Bend the knees to the Asians. Why don't we get a homeland? Why don't we get Asians? There's no reason. It's anti-white sentiment. Simple as. White should stick up for whites. Asians should stick up for Asians. Africans should stick up for Africans. Right? It makes sense.
But
the white population globally, there is less than 1 billion white people on Earth. Right? Once again, the white population on Earth is 8%. We are the global minority.
Hold up. Are you high, bro?
No. Do you have a frontal cortex? I'm not going to speak to you since you don't have a frontal cortex.
I
don't do drugs.
He's high, bro.
No, I'm bringing up the statistics. You don't get the statistics.
I do drugs, and they're normal. I smoke marijuana.
I ever took in CBD.
Marijuana is legal in Germany.
Not even once.
I think if you smoke marijuana, it might help your logic.
This man is high, man.
No, I wouldn't take that. I'm not going to take drugs.
I feel like why not? Marijuana is good for you.
He don't, bro.
No, I'm
He don't because he a grown, racist man, bro.
Yeah, maybe if you smoke marijuana, it won't be racist anymore. Marijuana is very good.
No, I'm 16 years old. I'm 16.
You're 16 years old?
You're not 16.
Yes.
So you were born in 2009?
January 2009, yes.
Jesus, what was I doing in 2009?
Yeah,
what was I doing in 2009?
I don't sound 16.
Well, you're mentally 16.
No, I was born in 2009, 16.
Well, if you're 16, get a job, man.
Yeah, get a job, man. I had a job when I was 16.
That explains the Mexican.
Why? How old are you? Why? How old are you?
15, bro. Get a job.
Yeah, you can get a job too. Get a permit, go get a job. There we go.
In the state of Maryland, I can't get a job for one.
In Maryland,
I'm going to try for my permit next week, bro.
Who found in Maryland?
I'm in Maryland. Be quiet.
Maryland. No, it's Maryland. It was
what's Maryland? What's Maryland?
It's Maryland.
Maryland.
Like
Our Lady, the Blessed Virgin Mary. Maryland.
You know,
Maryland.
If you're actually 16,
it's called Maryland.
Like this isn't.
It's not Maryland. It's Maryland. Maryland.
Every person in Maryland don't say Maryland.
Yeah, I was 16. I didn't spend my time doing this.
Have you ever been in Maryland, bro? Have you ever been in Maryland?
Once again,
you're high.
Maryland, founded by Catholics. Yet a bunch of you nigger Protestants went up there. Decided to Maryland.
Strawberry ice cream.
The first N-word, the first N-bomb. This guy has not said the N-bomb yet, but now he said it.
Neo-Nazi want to call me the N-word, bro. That's
Neo-Nazi, no.
It's a hard art here, not
You know who Jesse Jackson is in 1936
as well. I did not. I didn't even say the N-word not once. What are you talking about?
You and I can have a civilized conversation. Yeah,
I said neo-Nazi. That's not the N-word.
Because our people are different.
I agree with what he's saying, but he's raising his voice.
Racial slur.
Kawhi 22, I agree with
him what he is.
I agree with what you're saying, but you're raising your damn voice, man. Lower your damn voice, then I'll take you seriously if you lower your voice. I agree with you and not him, but you need to lower your voice, man.
Yeah, Machine, you and I are white people. You and I can speak civilly. We can talk about the facts.
But I'm not American. American is inferior culture.
This is black culture. I don't know what's nurture versus nature, but the average black man, he's not able to speak to someone civilly. It's all about violence.
No, it's just
it's all about just yelling at someone, shouting down.
What have I said that was
violent? What have I said that was
violent? What about our comedians? His name is...
Bro, I am a teenager, bro. I can't speak civilized like you. I'm a teenager, bro.
Exactly, he's young. Okay, young people are known for being able to...
Machine, you cannot have refuted a single statistic which I brought up. I think it's important that we preserve our people, not hate blacks, not hate Asians. It's not about hate. It's about loving our own. We're 8% of the global population. The last white country on earth is Poland.
But you were born in 2009, man.
I said one thing.
Yes, I'm aware, but these are the statistics. You know, in Ireland, by 2050, they're supposed to be 40%. Actual Irish natives are supposed to be 40% of their population by 2050.
That's almost half.
I mean,
no, that's not almost half. It was once 100%. Right? The Irish have an entitlement to Ireland. The Germans have the entitlement to Germany. So on and so forth. The same way the Chinese have an entitlement to China. Right? The Indians have an entitlement to India. Right? They deserve a homeland in the same way you and I deserve a homeland.
So only white people are allowed to go to America?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I think America should represent its earliest foundation, which is more majority European, but I'm not saying it has to be 100% European.
So North Americans, just Europeans?
No, that's not what I'm saying. North America also has Mexico, by the way. A lot of Aztec and Inca blood there. What I'm saying is, white people, we should love our own, we should protect our own. We've been taught. Oh no, you can't be proud of being white. No, you can't have a country by yourself. Oh, that's racist. That's racist. It's about survival. We're 8% of the global population. We're in decline. It's not a matter of hating others. Once again, the Africans, they have Africa. The Asians, they have Asia. That's fine.
Africa's not a country, man. Neither is Asia.
No. Yes, I'm saying it's a continent. It's a people, right?
Yeah, but not all Africans are black, you know.
Yes, of course, there's North Africa, which was invaded by the Arabs in the 8th century when a bunch of blacks got started and were forced into exile to, more Middle Africa to South Africa.
Okay, what about South Africa? What about Zimbabwe?
Well, what I'm saying, Machine, you're misunderstanding my concepts. You're trying to argue semantics here. I'm saying the Irish have an entitlement to Ireland. The English have an entitlement to England. The French have an entitlement to France. They shouldn't be replaced. Their peoples should not be killed off and replaced.
How is it being killed off?
It's being killed off because all the white people, they die, right? You import a bunch of black people, for example, into France, right? Then they start having kids. Now there's just more black people, and the native population gets replaced.
All right, so what's the numbers?
Same with
the ratio between white to black
and then they have kids,
France?
then they get replaced.
It's not my fault bitches don't like you, bro.
Yeah, nobody likes you. Yeah, they're all making fun of you.
That's not what I'm on about. See, this is the average black person.
That's pretty much what you said.
No, Archimedes has not raised his voice.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about blacks having children with whites. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is blacks having children with the.
You still have not given me a number, man. You still have not given me what the ratio to black and white people should be in France.
That's not true at all. The white race, it will grow on, right? So see, this is the average black person's argument. They always say, "My dick, nigga." It's like no one fucking cares about your dick.
He never said his dick. He never said his dick, man.
It's like, hey man, white bitches, they don't like you guys.
He never said that either. He never said that either.
Once again, I was in a beautiful white Catholic area this morning, saw one black person. Everyone else, white couples everywhere, white people everywhere. It was perfectly safe there. It was safe there. Not a single junkie in sight because it was
except
white.
for you.
Except you.
Like a dangerous person.
We have the same.
No, not at all. I dress properly. I speak properly. I'm not a nuisance to society. I've never committed a crime.
You are a nuisance, man. You sound like hate speech.
I'm not a nuisance to society. I'm simply speaking the truth. It's a tough truth. See, here we go.
You still have not.
He can't take statistics. He can't.
You still have not given me a number. You still have not given me a number. What's the ratio for black and white people?
What is nature? What is nurture? What is nature? He can't have a civilized conversation. He was at
civilized conversation about what?
You and I are having a civilized conversation, right? So it's a very
not, man. You still have not given me a number, man.
Racist.
You are racist.
I don't care. I'm about preserving the white race and white culture. I don't care if someone calls me racist for that, right?
Yeah, so I don't care about
it's
your
virtue.
page,
Natural preservation is virtue.
My friend, you have refused to give me a number 5 times now.
Facts and statistics.
5 times, but I'm going to ask you a different question now. What is white culture? A white man from Germany is going to be completely
different
than a white man from England.
You know, Oktoberfest, that's white culture. Wearing suits, that's white culture. Collared shirts like polos, that's white culture. Of course it is. It's founded in Europe, and Europeans wore them, right? Black people, for example, they say white people have no culture. Right? What is Johann Sebastian Bach's works? You know, Jesu desiring a man's heart? That's white culture. Wearing suit, white culture. Going to a symphony, white culture. Golf. Playing even sports, right?
Wearing a suit is white culture.
That's white culture. Playing polo, white culture.
So what are black people supposed to wear?
What do you mean, what are you supposed to wear? You can wear your overalls and the shorts you have, and you can go to Oktoberfest, right? That's white culture.
You said wearing a suit is white culture.
Even down to our architectural styles. Our architectural styles, our music, down to the way we dress, that is white culture. Down to even our languages, our various mannerisms, which are so minute to the point where you don't even recognize them until you have an encounter with someone which is foreign, right? We have these very small things which are cultural, right? We always assume we're the standard, but no, we're also unique people.
But what should the number be? What should the ratio of black to white people be in France?
Well, France belongs to the French. Black should be in Africa.
Well, you said there should be less black people. So what's
they
the number?
Can have black people can visit. Black people can visit. That's fine. Right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to visit different places.
Then you'll see a black person. Then you'll see a black person on the street, even if it's visiting. You'll see a black person there.
Okay, yeah, send us back to Europe. Sounds great. Sounds great. Send a bunch of white people back to Europe. But anyways, no, so here's the difference, right? North America, before the Europeans got there, was an utter wreck. The Incas, the Aztecs, they were constantly killing each other.
No,
you shouldn't be here too. You know, for example, if you're an African American, you realize that 90% of the slave ships were owned by Jews. And on top of that, it was Africans selling Africans to Jews who then brought them to North America.
90% of the boats were owned by Jews. Where'd you get that stat from?
Would you like me to get the? Yeah, sure. Let me pull it up. Let me go grab my laptop.
I would like
stand by. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, you have control of the screen, don't you? Why have you not shown anything on the screen? All you've been playing is Nazi salutes.
That's not mine. I don't know. That's big pictures. All right, but yeah, let me go grab my laptop. I'll get this to this. Right. I'll read you out the names and the boats.
No, don't read nothing. Put it on the screen. Tell whoever's owning the screen to put it on.
I thought it was a Portuguese that owned the slave trade. Really? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't. It's too hard to change
the Dutch, the Belgians.
People enjoy racism. Enjoy it.
I'm not racist. I'm normal. He's not normal. He's a very not intelligent and vain man.
When people understand evil has no skin color, they'll get it.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I live right round the corner from the guy who abolished the slave trade. Literally 2 minutes walk. His name was William Wilberforce. And then America and Lincoln abolished slavery in America 60 years later. It was 1807. Not 1865.
People, whoever
right, Bigscreen. Put on how many Jews were killed on screen.
Better, evil, I mean, enjoy yourself.
William Wilberforce, the guy who abolished slavery all around the world. I live just around the corner from his house. 2 minutes walk.
The racist is back.
All right, yeah, there we go. I got the. I'm gonna first go over the sources, then I'll tell you all the names. I'll tell you all the boats. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. All right, the source is Elizabeth Donnan, 4 volumes on the document illustrative of the history of the slave trade in America. Washington. This was made in Washington D.C. from 1930 to 1935. Carnegie Institute of Technology in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, put it on the screen so we know we're not making this crap up. Put it on the screen.
It's too hard.
Put it on the screen.
Yes, put it on the screen.
He's not the host.
All right,
tell him to put it on. He's the host.
The ships which brought over black people. These are the 90% of ships. There was thousands of boats. These were huge boats which brought Africans over in a matter of like a couple times a month, right? And this happened over many years. So here's the boat names. One was the Abigail, the Crown, Nassau, the Four Sisters, Anne and Elizabeth, Prudent Betty, Hester, Elizabeth, Antigua, Betsy, Polly, White Horse Expedition, Charlene, Caracoa. The owners of these boats was here. I'll name the owners of them. And I'm not going to say the names of the boats once again. I'm just going to go down the list. Now you're going to hear this word or this name here a lot. It's Moses Levy. These are all the Jewish owners. Aaron Lopez, Moses Levy, Jacob Franks, Isaac Levy, Nathan Simpson, Moses Levy again, Justice Bosch, John Abrams, Henry Gerger, Jacob Phoenix, Mordecai Gomez, David Gomez, Mordecai Gomez again, David Gomez again, Nathan Marston, Abram Lelisle, William DeWolf, James DeWolf, John Despots, John Roosevelt, Jacob Roosevelt, Moses Levy again, Sam Levy again, Jacob Franks, Moses Levy again, and Sam Levy again. Right, so these are 90% of the boats. I named off the names, and I just named off the owners. Right, all Jewish.
You just told me names. You didn't tell me they were Jewish. Where does it say they were Jewish?
Well, no. Once again, do you want me here? Write them down. Look them up. Put them in Google. I'll tell you the names very slowly. You can write them down. You can look them all up.
Why are you standing where it calls you pussy?
Machine, go grab a piece of paper real quick.
Why are you standing next to an arrow that's pointing to you that says the word pussy?
If you deny it, grab a piece of paper right now. I'll tell you the names. I'll tell you how to spell them and everything.
All right. Read them to me.
Right. So either we can accept for the sake of conversation that these people are Jewish, since I read off the names, or you can just contest it without any evidence. Say, oh no, they're not Jewish.
Sounds like that to me.
They're all Jewish. Africans selling Africans on Jewish boats, which are brought to then North America.
So why is there an arrow that calls you a pussy right here?
Yeah, that's great. See, here's the thing. People can have civilized conversations, so they have to stick to ad hominems, right? It's terrible. But yeah, the slave trade was Jewish. It was also African. Once again, 6 million Jews didn't die in the Holocaust. White people are the global minority, and we should protect our own. That's simply all I'm arguing for. What is wrong with that? Like, Machine, if I told you Africans were 8% of the population, they were endangered, we should say, yeah, we should protect them. But no. It's okay to protect them. It's not okay to protect whites. This is anti-white rhetoric, which is also Jewish. I can also pull that up, too, and give you the sources.
Why does any race need to be protected? Why can't we all just love each other, make love?
Because we should protect it. We are part of creation, right? We are unique peoples with unique heritages, and that should be protected. We have natural virtue of self-preservation. There's nothing wrong with that.
Are Jewish people just white people, though?
Nope. No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They're Jews. They're not white.
How? Explain
They actually have mixture, but ignore that also.
Yeah. Since they got exiled, since they're bad people, they got exiled partially to Africa, partially to some parts of Asia, and then partially to Russia too. So, anyways, I think I made it clear. You all have no points to bring up against me. I'm right. You're wrong.
No, you're wrong, man. If everyone here is saying you're wrong, you must be wrong. Everyone here. Not one person agrees with you, man. Not one person. Oh, he left.
He already declared himself the winner, so he won in his mind.
People enjoy.
It's imaginary victory.
Enjoy.